much for coming. My dad really didn't want people to be sad. He had a wonderful life, and you are all part of it. And thank you so much for coming. When I asked my sisters to give me 3 words that come to mind about my father. Take a quick moment and think, what 3 words come to your mind when you think of my father? And then when you go down the hallway, you can see it's all there. The words that we were able to come up with was like adventurous. And one of the things my father also was so brave on his adventures, he was afraid of heights. Yet he would go up the Eiffel Tower, white knuckles, sweating, my mom rubbing his back, calming him down. He didn't want us to lose out because he was afraid of heights. And he did things that many people wouldn't, like eating a 100-year-old egg, and then thank goodness he married a nurse. My sister Jill and I spent many a night listening to Mom take care of Dad when he ate things just because he was challenged. Oh yeah, he said the worst thing was a duck foot. When he bit into it, the knuckles moved. I will never know that experience. I'm not going to try that. He is, as you know, incredibly entertaining. If you've ever had children around my father, you know the song about nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'm gonna eat worms. Yeah, you know that. And there's a picture out there with my dad and my nieces, and you can see him sing that song through the pictures. He was a very generous man. He did a lot of volunteer work, and he did not brag about what he did. He cared about people, and he made sure people were taken care of. And he didn't make a big fuss about it. He just saw something that needed to be done, and he did it. He was a traveler, yes. Very smart, which was awesome because we could go to him and say, how do you do this? And if for me it wasn't computers, he was way above what I could do, but anything else it was helpful. He absolutely loved our family, the extended family. They were not brothers and sisters-in-law, they're brothers and sisters, and it was really clear. 62 years with the man, he becomes your family. And it was wonderful to hear him taking trips to Vegas, but we didn't hear much about what happened. All those times people went to Mexico, I never understood why we didn't get a stinking postcard. I got to go once. Oh my gosh, why would anybody write a postcard and send it out? You just don't, because Mexico was where we watched the sunsets. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. Very loving, even to strangers. Very passionate, particularly to my mother. Very funny. Very caring, very witty. And I love this one from Jill. And I couldn't fit it on the board. I couldn't. He always picks the best thing on the menu to eat. And one of the things about my father and his generosity is he had 4 daughters and a wife. And we would go out to dinner, and he would order dessert, and before he knows it, he didn't get any, because we all took it to taste. And then after a while, he really is a smart man. He bought 2 desserts, one for us and one for himself, so he could finally have it. And that was my father. And by the way, feijoada, it is a big deal. Just before he passed, I had done a Stephen Colbert questionnaire with my students, and I asked them, what are their favorite foods? What are their favorite smell? My father's answer was feijoada. It is a wonderful Brazilian dish. I recommend it. He chose his words very, very wisely and carefully. And you knew he cared about you in the room, whether you knew him for a few minutes or whether you knew him for a long time. He brought his love of photography to me, and I love taking pictures. And the amount of pictures, pictures that you used to have to take into a store, and it's good luck on what came out. There are so many boxes of pictures that I have, and it was the smiling Mary. You absolutely captured it. It was a smile, and that's him. My love of teaching English language learners, I believe, came from the experience he gave us when we were traveling. My love of old-time radio. I love it, and I grew up listening to my dad, listening to it on records. Those are little black things, that's fun. Superman, Green Hornet, Philo Vance. I love old time radio, still listen to it all the time. When I was living in California, every time I came back, I'd have a new flash drive with another 200 hours. I still have a few more to go. And then when he first started traveling, Jill and I were really young, and so it was kind of hard to figure out. He's gone for a week, he comes home for a week, gone for 2, comes back. But what he did do is come back with his experiences. He wanted to share it with his family. He'd bring back the spices, he'd bring back little things, the Japanese candy with the rice paper on it, and had a little toy like Cracker Jacks. It was really cool, I still can't find them. But he would do things like take Mary's table out of her bedroom, cut the legs off. We all sit down with our happy coats on, and teaches us how to do chopsticks. And he wanted us with him at all times, so it was really great when he had that opportunity to travel with him and live with him there. And one of the things that really helped us grounded with Minnesota and our deep love in Minnesota is Garrison Keillor. And if he was a family member or a friend, he should have been a friend, he should be here now. He would say this. Garrison Keillor, Prairie Home Companion, if you're not familiar with that, talk to your parents or your grandparents. But Garrison Keillor always said, the women are strong, the men are good looking, and all the children are above average. And if you look at this room, that is true. Thank you so much for coming. And the fireworks really are a celebration. We do have sparklers. If we were in Wisconsin, I could tell you, but please take them with you. And please just enjoy that. Enjoy the sunset, absolutely. Enjoy the people you're with. Have fun. Talk to a stranger. He would love that. And thank you so much.